Mm-hmm. So I had my ghostwriter write my book, but why can he do it but not you? Right. And if you want to critique the book, can you critique the book? To a point, yeah. No. You can. You can. But what can't you do with the book? Right. Republish anything in the book. Right. See, the book has been published under Lulu Publishing and is being sold on Amazon or wherever, right, as a published, finished work. Right. But you can't change my book without permission. Right. You can read from it. Right. You can read excerpts from it. Right. But you can't change my story. Right. You're not the author and I don't give you permission. Right. Do you understand? No. Even Jesus would tell you this, right? If the disciples aren't telling you everything he told them, they're lying on Jesus then. Do you not understand that? Or they didn't think it important to tell you something, and that's all it was, right? As important as these other stories you find actually wrote down, right? And that's the problem too. That's called editing the information, right? Whoever is the editor there, Peter, Paul, or Mary, right? You know what I mean? Yeah. Someone's editing the material in an evil way. Be it Peter, Paul, or Mary, right? Whoever had something to say about this man, right? And another way you edit is you don't let other people give their opinion. You only want to give yours, right? That's a problem too, right? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You're at like someone else's opinion matters over someone who's not mentally ill, right? Well, I wasn't always mentally ill. I keep telling you that too, right? But you know I'm mentally ill now, right? You can't say you don't know that about me. Or you're lying on me, right? Nor can you use it to intimidate someone to break the law because I go into their store to get my nails done, for example, right? You can't cause the person to think I'm there for anything other than to get my nails done, right? If you do, you're intimidating that person, not me. To think I'm going to do them wrong or harm them, right? When I'm not trying to harm them. You're manipulating them, not me, not you. I'm trying not to do nothing wrong, right? Do you understand that as well? That matters in a case too, right? Now, right. Neglect. I know. Like with the Alec Baldwin trial. And are you supposed to, right, make damn sure you got only blanks in the gun? Yeah. Yeah. Because if you don't, you can really shoot someone, right? Right. But you go through a process, and the actor is not, again, the same as the person who's supposed to verify for the actor, right, that the gun is safe to use, right? The actor is usually the last person to know, right, any real details about the gun, right? For example, he's supposed to be given the gun to be used safely on the set, right? And he's not the one responsible for that particular situation. It's supposed to be ready for him when he gets to the set, right? And if he's told by the armorer, right, the gun is safe to use, he don't know any different, right? It's not on him, is it? Crazy law. Crazy law. Right. Even if other people are around him telling him it's okay to use the gun, how the hell is he to know it's going to do something it wouldn't normally do if it was a blank? I know. No one would know that. No one would know that. Do you not understand that? Right. Even if you're told it's a blank gun and you pull the trigger or not, right? You're not pulling the trigger thinking it anything but a blank. Right. Or you're being biased towards the actor and he had nothing to do with the gun. Right. Except that he was told it was a dummy round and he could fire it safely. Right. If you tell me that, how the hell am I supposed to know it's not going to fire safely? Right. What am I doing wrong as an actor who's just pointing what's supposed to be a non-working gun, right? That would only make a pop cap gun sound, right? You know what I mean, right? Ordinarily, which is what is supposed to happen. What is supposed to happen. But again, I'm not a DA trying to prosecute someone, right, over someone getting shot for that particular problem, right? But who is responsible? The person who's supposed to make sure the gun can not kill someone, right? And that's the armorer, right? That's their job, no matter what. I know. The actor is doing, right? He's the last one to know, right? Mm-hmm. If there's something wrong after he shoots the gun and it kills someone, right? He can't premeditate that, right? He can't say, well, okay, the armor's lying to me and gave me a real round, right? There's no way you can know that if you're told it's not. A real round, right? But a blank round, right? Which is just supposed to make a pop sound like a cat gun, right? It's no different than handing a child a cat gun and then in the air all day. What you're supposed to get. I know. Is what's supposed to happen. I know. Now, I'm not able to change what happened either. No one can. No one can. But you're trying to hold 3 people, including the actor, accountable for knowing or thinking or understanding that the gun was capable of killing someone, right? When only one person, right, is really in charge of making sure, right, of that situation, right? Who's called the armorer, right? Who's responsible for the whole set safety, right? Then the producer or director or whatever else, right, is there to, again, right, as a secondary, right? But the actor shooting the firearm in the scene, right, and already told that there's nothing wrong with the gun, right, is not, again, firing what he thinks is a real gun, right, at the person or whoever's in the shot, right, either expecting it to go off and actually shoot a live round into someone, right, as it did on the set, right. Now, I'm just explaining, in my opinion, how I think that should work out as well if you're the actor himself, right? who is relying on other people to give him a safe prop gun. Right. Exactly. My opinion. Right. But I'm not the case worker. Right. I'm not the DA. Right. I'm not the police. I have no proof. I wasn't there. I'm not an eyewitness. Right. To anything happening. Right. Which is the whole point to some of the things we're talking about on YouTube now. Right. No matter how argumentative you get, I'm going to argue back with you that I know I didn't do that with the girl. Mm-hmm. To the best of my knowledge, I'm not even trying to. Right. But if I did, there was false information given to me, like the actor, where I was told something right. other than the actual facts. Right. And I fired the gun and it killed someone without me thinking it's going to kill someone. Right. Or knowing there's a reason for it to go off. Right. And that's what I mean about an actor being the last to know. Right. Not that I know Mr. Baldwin personally or have any affiliation with him. Right. Just by sheer understanding of what I've seen on the trial so far on Court TV, for example. Mm-hmm. Right. Now, not even my ex-wife, though, or stepdaughter, without evidence, can bring forth a charge. Not even the girl's biological dad, who was the only one to have contact with her besides the grandparents before I met her. Or his girlfriend or stepmom. Whatever the girl's relationship was to Sal and his daughter. Not even someone on base, if I ran into them and they tried to trip me up about my interactions with my ex-wife and her daughter. Right. Can actually take the law into their own hands and attack me. Right. As if we did something when we didn't. And if they did and I get in the last word, I'm going to say the truth about it. Even if they lie on me still. And that's the whole point, right? I've seen court shows like Perry Mason, Matlock, right? SVU, right? All kind of shows. LA Law, Ally McBeal. I know. On different networks, too, right? And they all, again, are similar. But why can I talk about, if you're accusing me of a crime, a real court case, right? Because we're accusing you of a crime. Because you're accusing me of a crime. And just as I'm aware of the court systems of America, being that I was raised in the schools in the southern United States, right? And was taught all this in school, right? I can breach the subject myself if you accused me of a crime. With no proof I did a crime, right? Even if I have to do it every damn day before it sinks into your mind, I couldn't have done hardly nothing with the girl, right? Even if she were the one in there to me, right? Which then only the mom or the girl would remember that, right? Especially if I got amnesia shortly thereafter anyway, right? And I'm just having to rehash what I think could have happened, right? with no evidence at the time of anything happening because the mom could have gone to the police, right? Then. Not now. No one can do anything about it now. Too much time has passed without anyone gathering any real evidence, and you can't use argumentative evidence on YouTube to prove something. No. Not even evidence you think is in the book, right? That I had my ghostwriter write for me, right? Which he had permission to do, right? You, on the other hand, are not given permission, but under fair usage, to even do anything with the book. Right. But that means you gotta buy this book itself to critique it. Right. If you don't buy it yourself, you can't write your own version of my life story when you weren't an eyewitness. Even if you were an eyewitness, that's called a biography, not an autobiography. Mm-hmm. Then you gotta name who you are to write a biography about someone else, or and that you're giving your opinion, right, about what happened. Right? See, there are different rules for different situations too. Right? Get used to it.